Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Kill Team Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I'm about to fight a kill team battle between my Wyrmblades, the Genestealer Cult special team from the White Dwarf, against the Pathfinders. So the Pathfinders are coming from they're the special team that came from the Chalnath box set, ready to go here. So the story that we've got going on in this edition here is we have the Tau have arrived on this planet, and we're spreading the good word of the greater good. And everything seemed to be going well until suddenly there was some rumblings coming from the mining facilities on this planet, and they sent out some forces to go find out what was going on, and a Pathfinder group was sent to go investigate what might be happening over here. And when they arrived, they realized that they had more on their hands than just spreading the greater good. In fact, there was a Genestealer Cult insurrection that was rising up on this planet, preparing it for the four-armed emperor to arrive. So they realized that they had to fight them back so they could get word back to the headquarters that the greater good needed to worry about something else that was going on this planet. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the Spread the Word mission, which is actually from the Chalnath book that you can check it out there. Essentially what you have is you have three objectives on the table, one in the dead center and one on each side. The ones on each side are actually going to be pylons, east and west pylons. And essentially what happens here is that your operative, if they are within triangle and not in engagement range, can perform an action to configure the pylon to your side. So essentially you would move on to it, and then you would basically do the action, and now that pylon is configured to your team. You can then, if you do it to both of them, you will then have the ability to do an action on the center one and the broadcast center that will allow you to do the same thing. Have to be within triangle, not in engagement range. As long as both of the pylons are configured to your kill team, you can do this action. It will give you a broadcast point. You can only ever get one. You can only ever do this once per kill team per turning point. Then at the end of the turning point, for each pylon objective marker tuned to your team, you score 1 victory point, and if you gained a broadcast point during that turning point, you score 3 victory points for a maximum of 5 victory points. That would be per turning point for you. So if you controlled both of the pylons and got the broadcast point, that would be 5 points for you there. So that's the mission. That is the story. Before we go any further, let's show you the two kill teams that are going to be fighting it out. So I'll be running the Wyrmblade kill team, and my opponent will be running the Pathfinder kill team. Alright, so those are the kill teams going over deployment here for the Wyrmblades. We've got a neophyte with a shotgun over on the side here. We've got my Locust over here, Locust Assassin. I've got a heavy gunner with a mining laser. We've got a regular gunner with a grenade launcher. We've got another neophyte there with an auto gun. We've got another gunner with a flamer. We've got my Sanctus sniper over here. We've got a neophyte icon bearer. We've got my leader over here, as well as another heavy gunner with a seismic cannon. In reserve, I've got two neophytes, or not in reserves, they're in hiding. I spent 1 CP to allow me to do this. There's going to be 2 neophytes with shotguns. Essentially, during the first turning point, when I activate them in the regular order, they are GA1 for this activation, and they can be placed anywhere on the table that is has to be wholly within red of my deployment zone and more than square away from my opponent's operatives. And if I do so, it basically counts as a normal move, so I have to remove 1 AP from that. Takes 1 AP to do that, and then they could just be treated as normal from that point on. And then for my opponent's deployment zone, we've got a marksman with the rail rifle over here. We've got a recon drone or marker drone over here. Yep. We then have the grenadier next to him over there, and the Shazwi next to him over there.
Transpectral
interference. Drone controller. Recon drone. Gunner with the rail rifle as well.
Gunner
with an ion.
Medic. communications, and blooded.
And then blooded. So a whole bunch of different names doing different things. That's the way the special ones now work here. Yeah, I'm glad you walked it through it. I needed to. There's no way I was ever going to remember that. So that is going to be deployment. We will now do the scouting phase. Essentially what it is, you have 3 options. You have fortify, which will allow you to place an additional barricade. You have infiltrate, which will allow you to change one of your operatives' engage tokens on the first turn. And the third is going to be recon, which will give you a free dash move in before the game starts here. They will also act as a way of determining who goes first. So you have rock, paper, scissors system, basic rock, paper, scissors system, where fortify beats infiltrate, infiltrate beats recon, and recon beats fortify. So we will now choose this. We'll choose 1, 2, or 3. Show it. Both of us have chosen 3, so both of us will get a free dash action. When there is a tie like that, it goes to the attacker for initiative, which is actually my opponent is going to have initiative there on the first turning point. So that is going to be that. We will come back to you with the first turning point here. All right, so into the first turning point here, we'll go into the strategic step. We both gain a CP, so I'm at 2 and my opponent's at 3 because I spent the 1 for the hiding. Then we... then we did strategic ploys. I spent one CP on meticulous planning, was it? I think it was meticulous planning. I just changed the page for some reason that is unbeknownst to myself. Meticulous plan, yes, 1 CP essentially allows my operatives to do either the pickup or the mission objective or action with for 1 less AP. To a minimum of 0 AP. Then my opponent spent 1 CP on take cover, which will give them, if they are receiving the benefit of cover, their save goes up an additional 1. So instead of 5s, they will have 4s, which is pretty good. Only non-drones. So non-drones. So not the drones. The drones don't benefit from that, just the non-drones. So
drones aren't smart enough.
Drones are not smart enough. Then we went to the target reveal step. And during the target reveal step, I did faction tack up number 1. Essentially for these guys, what it does is nowhere unreachable. So essentially, I asked my opponent to place one of my markers. What is it? A turning point. Your opponent places one of your location tokens anywhere. So he placed it right there. It has to be outside of red of his deployment zone. It's got a weird deployment zone on this one. It's like a bow tie. It's like from 6 inches out down to blue, then back out to red. So he did it more than 6 inches. So he put it over there, right there in the center. Essentially, at the end of the turning point, if I have a friendly operative within triangle of that, I will score VP. And if the end of any other turning point, I do the same thing, I will score an additional VP. So that is going to be it for the strategy step. We'll come back to you with the firefight step. All right, so into the firefight step, his drone controller will activate, moving up to there. His second AP will be used to activate his recon drone. And then his recon drone here will be activated. He will dash into the position over there, and then he is going to fire into my guy over here. He does have conceal, but he's got high up and advantage up over there. So he's gonna have 6 shots here. Looking for 4s, re-rolling 1s. All right, re-roll that 1. No, so it's gonna be 2 hits here, 1 crit and 1 regular.
Yes.
So I will retain 1 for cover over here, and then I've got 2 more because he's got 3 defense, but he's looking for 5 pluses. Not getting either of them. I'm gonna spend a CP to re-roll 1. Nope, not meant to be. So I'm actually, what's the damage on these?
It's going to be damage 4.
4? So it's just 4? Or is it crit? And then
it's 3-4.
3-4. So it's 3-4. So actually, no, I'm gonna take it on that one. So I'll just take the 4 damage there. I'm actually going to use his talisman. So it's once per game. I can take a normal retained save and turn it into a crit save. So I'm going to do that so that he only takes 3. So leaving him at 4 wounds remain. And then I'm going to activate him. So all of my units have Cult Ambush, which is on the first turning point. I can actually change their activation token on the first in the first turning point, which is sweet. So I can turn him from Conceal to Engage, and then he is going to fire into his recon drone up here. I roll 5 dice with the mining laser here, looking for 4s to hit. It's AP -1 and heavy, so he doesn't move there. It's going to be doing 5 and 6 damage each, which is pretty sweet. Also, with the Cult Ambush, the first time they shoot or for a fight, when they're activated after changing their token from conceal to engage, I can actually reroll any or all of a certain die roll result. So if I roll, say I roll 5 2s, I can reroll all those 2s, or 5 3s, I can reroll all those 3s. But if I roll 2 2s, a 3, and a 1, I can choose the 2 2s and reroll those. So pretty sweet. So we'll see how this goes here. So I've got 5 shots here, looking for 4s to hit. Okay, so in this case, I've got a bunch of 2s. I got 1 4 and 3 2s, so that 1 doesn't get to reroll, but these 2s do. Looking for 4s again. All right, getting a crit and a regular there. So
defense is down to 3 because
down to 3 because of the FAQ. Yeah, the Data Slate FAQ'd changed their 4 defense down to a 3. And then you're looking for, what are you looking for on these guys?
4 ups on there.
4 ups on them? Yeah, 4 ups. All right.
Okay. And let me check one more thing.
Ooh, 1 second. All right, so because he was drone controlled, the drone controller actually removes the first 3 bullet points of what a drone is. One of those is that he can't take cover. So because it was removed, he is going to be receiving cover up there.
And then your AP 1.
AP -1, so he's got the 1 more die here. Looking for a 4. No, not going to happen there. So he will take...
Stop the not crit.
Yeah, so you stop the not crit over there, and the crit will give you a total of 6 damage. Then my opponent has activated his marker light drone, who has moved up over here, and then put marker lights on my guy over on this side. Then my operative over here is going to dash into position over here, and then fire his shotgun into the drone over here. So it's going to be 4 shots, looking for 3s to hit because it's a shotgun. All right, so it's going to be a crit and 2 hits. Okay. And then no AP on this, obviously, just a regular shotgun. So he's looking for 4 ups, 5 ups.
4 ups still on drones.
4 ups on drones. Woo, that's how you do that. It does matter, but I think it's probably good. Yep, 4 ups, he's good. And then because of meticulous planning, I'm going to use AP to just activate him there, to do.
Just go and do that.
And then my other guy, because it's GA2, is going to activate. He's going to change to engage as well, and then move, and then shoot up into his guy over here. Looking for 4s to hit over there. So that's going to be a crit and a hit. Going with his saves. Making 2 regular ones.
I will block the crit.
Going to block the crit there, so he will take 2 damage. All right, now my opponent has activated his guy with the rail rifle over there. The gunner with the rail rifle, or heavy gunner with the rail rifle, he's moved up there, and he's now going to fire into my locus over here. Weapons expert Pathfinder. He also has the targeting visor or something like that. Target analysis, which allows him to increase the marker lights on him by 1. So he's going to have marker lights 3, which means that he's going to be hitting at BS 3. He'll reroll 1 die, and he ignores cover, so I don't get to retain a save there.
All right.
So hitting on 3s.
We're at 2 hits, a crit, and
oh, it's a 5+ crit.
Yeah, it's got lethal.
Ooh, reroll that die, so that's going to be 2 crits and 2 regular hits.
And that'll be 4 mortal wounds from the crits.
4 mortal wounds from the crits, which is brutal. And then we've got 3 AP1. So he's still, all these guys have a 4-up invul save. Making only 1 regular. Oh, what's the damage on that?
4 each, and then
4 each. Yeah, he's way dead. So this guy over here dashed onto the objective over here, and then did the action for 1 less AP. All right, so then his what is this guy? Marksman Pathfinder over here is going to activate. He's going to move over here. He's going to stay in conceal because his weapon is silent, so it allows him to shoot, and then he's going to fire into my guy over here. So it's going to be 4 shots here, looking for 4s.
For 3s.
Oh, for 3s.
He's the marksman.
He's the marksman. Alrighty, so it's going to be 2 regular hits there.
Yep. I'll CP 1.
I'm going to spend a CP to reroll 1 of those. 2 of 5, there we go. So it's going to be 3 hits.
No crits because he's on the silent side.
No crits, so no mortal wounds, which is good.
Yep.
And then what is this?
AP1.
AP1, so it's just going to be 2 saves here. I'm going to retain 1 regular save over there. Because of cover, and a crit. So that will be 2 of them gone. What's the damage?
3 damage.
3 damage. Oh, good thing I changed it before because he's still alive. And then because I attuned both of the pylons to myself, my activation is going to be with my guy over here, the icon bearer. He's going to move and dash onto the objective and then use the meticulous planning to give myself a broadcast point. And then inside the trees there, his comms guy activated, gave an extra APL to his ion gunner over here, and then he moved further into the trees, getting a little bit closer this way. All right, so now my sniper over here is going to activate. He is going to dash over here. Then he's going to spend 1 AP on target vulnerability, which gives him his right. It's a special action that he can do. It gives him lethal 5+ on his sniper rifle, and then he is going to fire into the guy over here, the rail rifle guy over there. So he's going to have 4 shots, looking for 2s to hit. He's still in conceal because he has a silent sniper rifle.
I think you hit.
Okay, definitely got hit. So that's going to be 3 regular hits and a crit. The crit does 3 mortal wounds. So he's already going to suffer 3 mortal wounds. And then these are going to be just saves.
I'm dead.
No, he's dead.
Yeah,
so he
dead.
is dead. And when he dies, I am going to reveal a deadly marksman. So that's what I've got so far. Surprise, surprise. The sniper is the marksman. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So then my opponent is going to activate his ion gunner here, who's going to move and dash up onto the point up here. He does have the extra APL because of the comms guy, so he is now going to shoot into my Sanctus over here. He is going to supercharge, so he's got 5 shots here, hitting on 4s. Okay.
2 crits. And then
2 crits?
Is it quite a bit?
Yeah, so he's going to take a bunch of mortal wounds.
Or sorry. 2 hit and 2 hits.
2 hits and a crit. And then my opponent's going to spend his last CP to reroll that, one of those, because he doesn't feel like taking it. So there we go. So it's going to be 3 hits and a crit.
And 1 overheat.
Oof, and 1 overheat. All right, and because he's an assassin, preternatural assassin, I can actually retain 2 dice from the cover save over there. So now I'm going to take that and then try to roll a 4+. No, he doesn't, so he will be dead. And then this guy over here is going to activate. He is going to, from hiding, so he came in from hiding over here, more than square away from him, but within red of him so that I can shoot him with my shotgun. So I got 4 shots here, hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. And then 3 dice looking for 5s. Getting 1, so he'll take 3 damage. So then the Shazui used holographic readout onto his Grenadier, who activated, moved and dashed onto the objective over here, and tuned it to himself. Just to double check here, you don't need to be controlling the objective, because technically I would be controlling the objective to do the action. You just need to be not in engagement range. And then my second guy in hiding will activate. He will move over here. He will shoot him with the shotgun. So that's going to be, or actually first he's going to attune this objective, this objective to my team over here. And then he is going to shoot into, actually he's going to shoot into this guy, the Pathfinder, with a rail rifle. Hitting on 3s because it's a shotgun, so that's going to be 2 that are going to be hitting there. And then 3 on 5s. Getting 2 there, he's good to go. And then his medic over here is going to activate. He's just going to move and dash so that he's close enough to help him next to turning point. So now my gunner with the seismic cannon is going to dash into position over there and then shoot at his guy with the rail, is it the rail or the ion rifle up on top over here? It is blast, so it's actually going to be, I'm going to be shooting into both of them. We'll start with the one into the main target over there. These are going to be hitting on, what am I looking for? 4 pluses here on the long wave, because he's not within short range. Okay, so that's going to be a crit and 3 saves. Technically, he minuses 1 APL because of, whatchamacallit, because of stun, but he's already activated, so it's not really going to make a difference. Making a crit and a regular save.
Yeah, so
a crit and a regular one. So that's still going to be 4 damage, though, which actually does kill him.
So I'll go ahead and use medic.
Okay, so we're going to use 1 second. All right, so he used medic, exclamation point there. Medic, once per turning point. The first time a friendly Pathfinder operative, excluding drones, would be incapacitated while visible to and within a square of this operative, and not within engagement range of any operatives. If the operative is not within engagement range of the enemy operatives, it can revive it. So it basically leaves him at 1 wound left, even though he was going to be incapacitated. Then he can do a free dash. And he went down here for cover. He has to end up within triangle of the medic. All right, so now we'll throw the dice at the other guy up there who got hit as well. Not within range of the medic here. Hitting on 4s. So that is, he did change his thing, so I'm actually going to re-roll 2s. Really? Okay, so that's going to be a crit and 3 regular hits over here.
Okay. Not cover because of the blast.
Yes. 5s. 1. So that's going to be 6. No, it's only 6 damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's only 2 damage each on them. So it's a lot of dice, but not a lot of damage there. So he's down to 1 wound left as well. So then his blooded over here, he has like a silent carbine, which is cool. Suppressed pulse carbine. So he does have a silent weapon, so he can shoot even though he is concealed. So he's going to move up to here and then shoot into my guy over there. Looking for 3s to hit. That's going to be 3 hits there. So I'm looking for 5s to save here, I believe. Yeah, I believe they're 5 plus. Making none of them. What's the damage on this? 4 each. Oh no. Yeah, he should be dead. And then my gunner with the grenade launcher is going to move up there and then fire a crack grenade into his recon drone. So looking for 4s to hit with crack grenade. Okay, good thing I changed him to engage there. Reroll those 3s into a crit. So 1 crit is going to go there. So it's AP1, so you got 2 dice.
2 dice.
Looking for
2.
Actually, you're looking for I guess two 4s.
Or 1 crit.
Yeah, 2 4s or a 6. Getting a 6, so he's good to go.
I'm really good.
He's really good. The shot as we moved and dashed into the corner there. My flamer guy is going to move and dash over to here. And then the transpectual will move and dash up to there, and that will be the end of the turning point. All right, so that will be the end of the first turning point here. I did get a broadcast point, and I have both pylons currently attuned to me, scoring me 5 victory points for this turning point, which is pretty good. Did not score... Oh, well, Deadly Marksman, I didn't score anything because I killed the one guy and then you killed him, so I will never score anything for Deadly Marksman. So no secondaries being scored here for anybody yet because I did not end on my movement point over there, so that's going to be that. So we will come back to you. Oh, no, now we'll roll to see who will have initiative on turning point number 2. Okay, it will be the Pathfinders here. So we'll come back to you with the strategic step. So into the strategic step here of turning point number 2, we are both gaining a CP, but then we are going to, neither of us is going to spend any on strategic ploys, and I am going to reveal a tac op. My opponent was not. Tac op number 2 from my faction here, which will be the one for the Wyrmblade here. So we've got Perfect Ambush. Reveal this tac op in a step of any turning point other than before the 4th. Keep a tally of wounds lost by each player's operatives during the turning point. At the end of the turning point, if the total wounds lost by enemy operatives during that turning point is greater than the loss by the friendly operatives during that turning point, you score 1 VP. If the total wounds lost by enemy operatives during that turning point as a result of friendly cult agent operatives is greater than the total number of wounds lost by friendly operatives during the turning point, you lose 1 VP. You score 1 VP. But he killed all of my agents, so I can only score 1 VP from this. So there you go. But that's going to be it for the strategic step. We're going to come back to you with the firefight step. I lied. My opponent's actually going to reveal his faction-specific number 3, which is Killing Blow. You can reveal this tac out target reveal step of any turning point. At the end of any turning point, if the total wounds characteristic of enemy operatives that were incapacitated during that turning point is greater than the total wounds characteristic of friendly operatives that were incapacitated during that turning point, and more than half of your operatives have an engage token, engage order, you score 1 VP. And if you achieve the first one in subsequent turning points, you score another VP. So we're basically both at this point trying to kill each other more than the other guy. We'll just see how that all goes. So that is going to be it for that. And now we'll go to the firefight step. All right, so here we go. Now my opponent's going to activate his Grenadier over here, who will throw his EMP grenade at my guys over here. He's going to go for the guy in the middle over here, which means that the blast will hit both of these guys here. So it's going to be 4. The first one here is 4 shots, looking for
3s to hit.
3s to hit, lethal 5 because their armor is 5+. That's what the EMP ability gives there. So that's going to be 2 crits. 2 crits and a hit. Yep. The first guy does get cover, so I will take it because I don't know. May as well. So looking for 5 pluses. No, fail both of those. What's the damage on those?
2 3s, so it'll be 6 damage.
So it'll be 6 damage to him, so he'll still be alive. And then we'll do the guy over here. That's going to be 1 crit. 3 dice looking for either 2 5s or a 6. And I get the fill phase. Woo! And the last guy over there. That's gonna be 3 crit and 2 hits because it is lethal 5+. No saves on no cover saves because of the fact the shot basically comes from him. Getting no saves there, so that's gonna be
2 damage apiece.
2 damage apiece.
2 2 3.
2 2 3. So that's gonna be 7 that will kill him. So then he's going to activate over here. Then his second APL would be to attune this objective to his kill team. And then because my opponent I should have said this, my opponent spent 1 CP on Mont Ka. Or not an AP, sorry, he just declared Mont Ka because his leader was still on the table, which means that all these guys, when they activate, if they activate into an engaged token, they can get a free dash during that activation. So he just dashed back a bit. And then this guy's going to activate. He is going to attune that objective, and then he's going to shoot into this guy. That's going to be a crit and 3 hits, or 2 hits, sorry. A crit and 2 hits. So you've got 3 looking for 5s.
Yep.
Getting a crit and 2 saves, so he is good to go. So then my opponent's going to activate his drone controller here, who is going to shoot into my leader over there.
So 4 dice, looking for 5s because he's injured.
4 dice, looking for 5s because he is hurt.
Sorry, that's
Getting a crit, hitting a crit. So I will take my 1 regular save that I'm allowed because of cover over there. Get back here. So he's able to shoot into him because he is higher. So basically looking for a crit or 2 5s. Nope, not getting any of them. So my opponent is actually going to do the action mark target. So instead of doing any damage to me, he just scores a VP, essentially. And then he's going to drone control with his second activation into the recon drone there, who is going to fire into my dude bro over here.
First to get a better line.
All right, he might just move. He has to dash. He can't do a regular move, but he will dash to get some better line of sight over there, and then just shoot into him over here.
Can I grab the one real quick?
He's not going to move. He likes where he's at. So there we go. So he's going to have 6 shots here. 2 more dice coming in. Oh, where'd they go?
Most of them are being used as wound markers.
Oh, okay. That's where it goes. All right, so these are going to be 4s, 3-roll 1s. No ones to reroll, but
2 crits and a hit.
2 crits and a hit over there. So I'm going to take a regular save because I can. And not get anything else, so he will be dead. And then my icon bear is actually just going to do the broadcast signal and stay where he's at in conceal. Get me a 3 point. So then his ion guy over here is going to dash up over there and shoot into my grenade launcher guy over here. So he is going to supercharge because
he's only got one.
He's only got one left. He's probably going to get shot.
He already died this game.
Yeah, he's already died once, so he can't die a second time, right?
Well, absolutely he can.
Yeah. So here we go. These are going to be.
He's already died for the greater good.
There we go.
Twice for the greater good. Is twice as good.
Twice as good for the greater good. Hit on 5s because he's wounded. Getting 1 crit. All right, so we got some 1 crit there. I will take the 1 for cover, and then it's AP1, right?
Yes.
So I got 1 die here, looking for a 5+ to save him. No, I'm
6 damage.
6 damage. Oof. All right, I'm gonna have to take that. This guy now is going to activate. He's going to shoot into his rail rifle guy. I am wounded, so it's going to be hitting on 4s with the shotgun. That's going to be 2 hits. Getting a crit and a save. He's good to go. It should be mentioned he did overheat with a 1 shot there. We forgot to mention, and he is dead. So then his rail rifle guy over here is going to activate. He's going to go to engage, do his free dash over there, and then he's going to fire into the guy out in the open over here. So there's going to be 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. Okay, that's going to be 2 hits.
AP1.
AP1, so I've only got 2 saves here, 2 dice to save here. And I make a crit, but not the other save there. So he's going to take how much damage?
4 damage.
4 damage. And then my grenade launcher guy is going to activate. He's going to fire a crack grenade, move, and then fire a crack grenade into this guy over here. 4 shots hitting on 5s because he's wounded. Nothing. Marker drone is going to activate. He's going to put marker lights onto my flame marker, and then he's just going to move over there. So now my leader over here is going to fire his web pistol into the guy over there. So I'm going to have 4 shots hitting on 2s. That's going to be a crit and 2 regular hits. So the crit is stunned, so he's going to have -1 APL to him when he activates. And then you have your regular saves coming on over here.
4 ups on this guy.
4 ups on this guy. Making none of them, so that's going to be 6 damage to him over there, because it's 2 damage apiece. When he activated, he went into engage, then I'm going to spend 1 CP on return to the shadows, slink into the shadows, which gives him back into conceal. Alright, so now his medic is going to move and then shoot into my flamer guy over here. So looking for...
hit and a crit.
Hit and a crit, and you can reroll 1 die. And on 4s. That's going to be a crit and 2 hits. It's got no cover, and I could reroll the 1 was because of the marker lights there. So he's going to have 3 dice here, looking for 5s. Getting none. What's the damage? 4 per. All right. He's dead. And then he dashed behind the box over here. And then my neophyte with the autogun is going to activate and fire into the drone control over there, looking for 4s to hit, because he's not hurt. So that's going to be 2 regular hits over here. So he's going to retain a save and then make 2 more, looking for that 5 up will be good. He's good to go. Then he is going to swap to engage with his blooded, who then took the free dash from Manka onto the objective and then attuned it to himself over there. But he only has the 1 APL because he got the 1 APL taken down from the stun. And then we're going to Overwatch with my guy over here, who's going to fire into him. He is wounded now, and minus that, so it's going to be looking for 5s on this Overwatch. Does get 3 hits. There you go. There you go. That's how you do it. Saves. Make none of them. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9 damage to him. So he is dead.
Yeah.
And then the Shazwi over here is going to activate, firing into the guy who just killed his friend in front of him. Oh, 1 more die over here. Hitting on 3s because he is their leader.
Yep.
That's usually how it works. Yep, he's going to go to engage, so that's fine.
Yep. We'll put the marker down. Okay, that's
going to be a crit
3 hits and a crit.
3 hits and a crit. What's the damage on these guns?
4 base.
4 base. All right, there's nothing I can do, even if I got all 3 saves. He is dead. And then he's going to Manka dash onto the objective and then use his second APL to attune it to himself. So then my grenade launcher guy is going to Overwatch into his, what's this called? Like a...
the Transspectral Interference Pathfinder.
Transspectral Interference Pathfinder.
Gotcha.
He's a fancy guy. These are going to be looking for 6s, though, because he's wounded and it's Overwatching. Getting nothing there. And then he's going to move and dash onto the objective over there, and then get the free dash, Manka. Oh, he has to go active if you want to do that.
I'm fine with that.
So he's going to go into engage over there, take the free dash, move, and then use his second one to press the button and get the broadcast point. All right, and that's going to be the end of the turning point here. My opponent gets 5 points for primary here because he did the broadcast and has both of those pylons attuned to him. He also got a point for mark target, and he also got the special faction specific one there for he had 36 wounds that he dealt to me to my 12 that I got. So yeah, not great over there. So that does mean I also don't get my faction specific one. So that is going to be it for turning point number 2. So we'll come back to you with turning point number 3. All right, now we're going to roll to see who will have initiative here in turning point 3. I will be Pathfinders again, so we will come back to you with the strategic step. All right, so in the strategy step here, we're both going to gain a CP. Neither of us is going to spend any CP, and neither of us has any attack ops to reveal. I've got all mine revealed. My opponent still has 1, which is sneaky, but that's going to be it. All right, so into the firefight step here, his drone controller is going to activate. He's going to fire into my leader over there. So looking for 5s to hit, right, because he's wounded? Getting a crit and a regular one there. So I'm going to take the 1 regular save. And it's not no AP on these ones, right? So looking for 5 ups. Nope. Not getting either of them. So he will be marked for the second victory point there. And he's going to control drone, so his drone will activate now.
And we'll open fire on the grenade launcher.
And he's going to fire on the grenade launcher. Makes sense. So it's going to be 6 shots. 2 more dice.
Thank you.
Looking for 4s to hit. Because he is not wounded.
And rerolling 1s for relentless.
Rerolling 1s for relentless. No 1s. Yes, but no 1s. Into a crit. So it's going to be a crit and 2 regular hits there.
He only has 1 of them left. I'm
yeah.
That right.
All right. So he's going to take 1 for cover over here. And then I need to make a 6 and a 5. And I don't get him. So he is dead. So my leader over here is going to activate. He is going to attune this objective to his kill team over here. And then he is going to, I'm going to leave this here because he's going to been spending his CP to turn into cover again. Oh, no, he can't do that. He has to be active. So he's going to shoot into his guy over there. That's going to be a crit and 2 hits. 2 crits and 2 hits into him over here.
I can't stop it.
Can't stop it, so he will be dead. So now Shazwi is going to activate. He is going to marker light my guy over here, and then he is going to shoot him. So he gets to reroll 1 die.
Correct.
That's going to be a crit. Reroll one of those dice.
Into an extra hit.
Into a hit. So it's going to be a crit and 2 hits.
Yep.
I will take the 1 save because it's only 1...
1 marker light.
1 marker light on him. So I do get the still benefit of cover. Oh, no, nothing. He is going to be dead. So now my guy over here is going to move and then shoot into his medic over there.
I take cover against you here.
Yes, you do get cover. So these are going to be 4 shots here, hitting on 3s because it's a shotgun. That's going to be a crit and 3 hits. You do get the 1 first cover.
Yep, so we'll go and retain 1.
And then you got 2. No. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9 damage to him. And it's going to kill him outright. And then I'm going to spend the CP to slink him back into the shadow. The drone up over here is going to activate. He's going to move and then marker light my guy down over there. And then my last guy over here is going to activate. He's moving. He can't get quite close enough to attune the pylon over here. So he's just going to shoot the Shazui over there. That is going to be no hits, though. Oh, no. 2 hits. I'm sorry, 2 hits. So that's going to be 2 hits over there. He does get cover. And then looking for 5s. Not getting any, so he will just take 1 regular, so that's going to be 2 damage. Then this guy over here is going to move up over to here, or dash up to there, right? Or no, because he's got a regular, he's going to move. He's not a heavy weapon.
Yep.
And then he's going to fire into my icon bear over there. So he's going to have 4 shots coming in over here. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1 because he's got the 2 marker lights over there.
And
ignoring cover, so I don't get that. So
can get 2 more dice.
2 more dice.
And lethal 5.
Lethal 5. It's going to be 1 hit and 1 crit.
Yep.
I do not get to retain any. I'll reroll 1 die because of the marker light. That's right.
Into 2 crits.
So 2 crits and a regular.
And just for good measure.
And spend the CP to
spend because I got CP to burn.
As well.
Didn't hit.
Did not hit. Okay. So I've got 3 dice here, looking for 2 crits and a save. Oh, buddy. No, not even close. So what's the damage on these?
It was also AP1.
It was AP1? Oh, okay, so let me roll 2.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. I still got the 1, so that was meant to be.
Okay.
So I'll ignore. What are the 2
so
crits?
It's 4 mortal wounds from the crits.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And each crit is 4 damage.
4 damage, yeah, he weighed it. And then I've got Overwatch over here, so he is going to fire into his Shazui again, hitting on 5s this time because he is Overwatching. Getting a crit.
So I'll retain 1 for cover.
Retain 1 save, and then looking for 5s.
5 or 6.
Need a 5 or 6. Not getting either, so he will take another 2 damage. And then his comms guy that we forgot about because he moved into the trees before.
He was really good cover.
He was really good cover. So he's going to move over to there, and then he's going to fire into my leader over here.
You see, we have concealment tokens.
Yes.
So we have actual concealment.
And then actually concealing them. Hitting on 5s. Oof, a crit and 2. Yep. I need...
I'll CP this.
Going to spend a CP? May as well. That's your last CP, not meant to be. So I will take the 1 save that he is awarded because of cover. And no, nothing else there. So it's going to be a crit and a regular one. How much damage is that?
9 damage.
9 damage. That's going to kill him. And then my opponent's going to activate his last guy over here. He's going to move and dash into, like, within, into my deployments over there. And that's going to be the end of the turning point. And that's going to be the end of the game because, let's be honest, I've got 1 guy left over here. We will both score 1 VP for holding the, for having a pylon each attuned to us.
Score an additional VP from Killing Strike or Killing Blow.
Yes, he'll score an additional VP, so that will give him the score currently at the end of 3rd turning point will be 9-8. Or no, will be 10-9. And then my opponent next turn, he would just attune, probably move on to the objective, do a thing, and then this guy's going to plant the signal beacon.
Maybe even kill the stubber for good measure.
Maybe kill the stubber. He doesn't even have to. He's just going to get the points. There's nothing I can do about it. So, a brutal game. I think killing my agents really early was very good, obviously. This is why Pathfinders are one of the top teams. So, it was really fun to play, fun to see them on the board here. And it was fun to play the Wyrmblade, too, because I think there's things I can do with them that I'm excited about. So,
a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff, yes. So, yes, it was fun, especially turn 1, being able to stay in conceal and then move into engage was a lot of fun. Really cool ability to be able to do that. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Harris. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.